What's going on, YouTube? This is Dave's Daily Trades, where I bring you daily AMC technical analysis, price predictions, and of course, the latest and greatest news. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down exactly what happened today. We're also going to be taking a look at unusual whales, our favorite options tool, to really break down and analyze the options flow and what specific targets are being targeted right now. We're also going to give a quick update on the debt ceiling debacle that's going on. And lastly, guys, comparing the May to June run-up comparative to exactly what is playing out right now. But without further ado, we're going to roll right into the intro and then hop into the TA. And we're back. All right, guys. So for today, AMC did close slightly negative. We were just 0.19%. And then after hours, just about flat right now. We're down 0.07%. And really a very interesting day. So we'll break it down, see exactly what happened. So really a rough start to the morning, which is totally fine. We were down in pre-market and had a slight decline early morning today, hit a low of $41.23. Now, from that low, we came back up, retested this line here at $43.06 as resistance, broke through it, confirmed support, and then really start to form this wedge-shaped pattern here in the middle of the trading day, middle to end of trading day. Now, we did break out for a brief moment, but this was a false breakout, and right after we started the decline, literally just about 10 minutes into close, we did have that green push up, but yes, this was a bit of a sell-off, but guys, in retrospect, it is absolutely nothing, especially compared to what the next couple of days and weeks are going to bring us. Now, I don't really want to talk about this chart all too much. Really, the biggest thing is we're higher from open today. I mean, guys, it is what it is at the end of the day. But really, the biggest thing I do want to discuss, and let me just make sure I'm not covering anything, we're good, is the comparative of May to June and from where we're currently sitting to December. Now, what we do have here are the two flag-shaped patterns. Of course, this was our first run-up here, and this is about to be our next run-up. So I want to break this down real quick for you guys. So anyways, we did have this slight decline and consolidation area right here at that 562 way back when. That's equivalent to what we saw over here. Now, what happens next? I mean, look at this. This is identical. We start this run up. We start this run up. Once we hit this top of the wedge, bam, we hit it. What happens? We sell off. We sell off over here. And then we go through this up and down pattern, which exactly we saw play out. And a lot of people are saying right now that we're sitting over here towards the end of May. But I personally do not agree with that statement. I'll tell you exactly why right now. One is, yes, we're still trading in this wedge-shaped pattern that we see here. So we haven't officially broken out of this pattern. We're close today, but of course, high hopes for that coming into tomorrow. So I personally believe that we're somewhere right around May 12th. Now, previous predictions, I was a little bit too early on this, but I do have to say, now that this kind of happened over here after earnings and all of that stuff, I do believe we are somewhere right around this period between, I'll say, May 11th, anywhere to like May 11th to May 12th, May 13th area. So why am I saying that? Well, expectations for tomorrow. I do believe we're going to have a similar candle play out that we saw on 514. So I do believe we're on 513. I do believe we're going to have a massive move either tomorrow or Thursday. That is really where my hopes are. And how do I think this is going to play out? Well, simple. If we look here on the chart to the right, this is present day, as I said before. We are going to have this breakout candle happen somewhat like this, and it's going to be somewhere around that $50, $60 range. We are going to get rejected, which is totally fine. Consolidate around this area between $52 and $48. And once we do consolidate, confirm it as support, that's when we start our massive leg up. And that's exactly where the end of May, early June start to play in. So, of course, guys, we will take this, as I always say, day by day. and I'll provide updates based on what happens throughout the trading days, and we will go from there. But that is my personal predictions of where we currently stand. So jumping into our first update for the day, I know we haven't discussed this in quite some time, but the debt ceiling, guys. So if you remember just about a month and a half ago, this was temporarily extended until December 3rd. And that was really the cutoff to see, well, A, are policymakers going to push this, kind of kick the can down the road one more time, two more times, or are we potentially going to default because, these policymakers can't come to a deal? And that is really something that would be a catalyst, in my opinion at least, that would kick off the MOAS, because the market would take a hit, and you guys know the rest. But anyways, with this $1 trillion infrastructure package, this will give government an extra 12 days from that original December 3rd deadline. So, of course, guys, we will continue to keep eyes on this story as it is every single day progressing. But with this package, they did gain an extra 12 days, which is totally fine. Now, I do want to take a look at unusual whales and just show you exactly what's going on behind the scenes with the call versus put data. So one of the first things I do want to look at is the biggest option trades for today. So of course, guys, as you can see, this is green. Green is bullish. That's what we like to see. But on the opposite side, if you guys have been following along with this data, we have primarily been seeing puts being sold, which of course is still being bullish, but we're waiting for those call options to come in. And that's exactly what we're getting today. The expirations that were very popular were pretty much everything in 2022. The 7/15/22 was very popular. This 1/21/22 has been pretty popular. Of course, that was a sold call. But guys, for the most part, large whales are extremely bullish on AMC, and that absolutely tells us something right there. Now, just taking a look at the flow for today, as we can see, we did have, and this is filtered to premiums with a $100,000 premium attached to it. And what we did see today, especially towards the end of the trading day, when we did have that negative price action, we did see a lot of calls being sold here, which is okay, guys. This is one singular day that this data came in. And if we look back at charts, I mean, look at this. For the past couple of days, we absolutely have been running. And especially since Friday, I mean, we have gone from a low of just about $37 to a recent high today of $44. So potentially that's some profit taking. But of course, guys, this is just one day. But all in all, the flow still looks very healthy, specifically for those 12/17 options and those 1/22 options as well. Those are really the biggest strikes. And as we are talking about strikes, Unusual Whales, guys, they send out these free alerts. Definitely go follow this account because it is super, super helpful. And if you guys are a follower of Unusual Whales, you will absolutely see that when this account posts, hey, options data is looking great for this stock, well, that stock decides to run. Anyways, AMC, really the biggest thing from this is we are targeting right now that 11/19 expiration for a $60 strike. And of course, that really plays into exactly what we previously discussed, which is the price targets for this week. Now, like I said, guys, if we are expecting this big breakout candle here to happen either tomorrow or Wednesday, it should bring us right into this range over here, right around this $52, in between $52 and $60. That's really my target range for AMC this week. But I do believe we are going to cool off somewhere around that $52, $48. So, of course, guys, we're not making predictions and price predictions based on trust me, bro. We're actually making predictions based on the options data, based on technical analysis, and various other components that go into play here. So this is some great stuff, guys. Unbelievably bullish throughout the week. And with that said, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Peace out and tune in for the next one.